And we are live. Welcome to the Mythos Mystery Society presents Justicar, brought to you by Schmuckies. Raw, way it ought to be. With that, court is back in session. How does court get back in session? Is it the same order that came out at the beginning, or does the judge show up first?
I don't know, but the defense does want to put on the record that not everyone here is live or alive. We do have at least one person who was murdered.
Yeah. That is fair. That is a good thing to point out. I'm gonna have the bailiff, the big guy again.
Do I get a point? Does the defense get a point?
Sure.
Yeah.
In the scoreboard above the
it's
judges.
like baseball.
Yeah. The big bailiff
attorney
comes out. He's like, I'll stand. No, not to judge yet. No. Hold on a second. You got this. You got. Don't cry. Okay. Will the presenting now the prosecution come to the stand? The crowd cheers. And what's your intro music as you walk out?
Oh God.
Living on a prayer.
Yeah, we'll go with that. That seems good. I forgot music, so yeah.
I don't think we had any last time. Things are changing. The courtroom is evolving. But reintroduce yourself because it's a new day and we all forgot.
I am Seth Marinero. I'm wearing a cowboy hat and spurs on my boots, and the rest of it is just a nice suit.
And you represent?
I represent the I'm prosecuting.
Yeah, but to describe the person you're representing. It's Brevin, right?
No,
that's
me, my dude. That's not how the law works.
Oh, I'm just a bailiff. What do I know?
I think I represent the state of where are we?
Yeah, exactly.
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
The bailiff goes, okay. And with that, we represent now. We coming to the stand at a mighty 5'5", weighing in at what, like 180 pounds. I'm trying to think of like wrestler stats.
5'5" and 180 pounds is a short king.
Is a short king.
That's fine.
Represent short king. The defense, Guy Essenoyan.
Backstreet's back all right. Blair's,
but the Jack Black cover.
Yeah,
which he hasn't gotten to yet, but in our world he has.
Yeah, no, it's like a alt rock cover, and a guy comes moonwalking in with a flashy pink and orange sherbet suit, but somehow it's covered in like diamante crystals, so it's even more ridiculous.
Mustard stains.
And as he gets to the defense stand, he does a little spin in place and lands and has blows a big old ball of a wad of bubble gum, just big old bubble, and it just pops when the music cuts out.
I applaud and whistle.
The crowd goes wild, and there's guys in the stands holding up signs like Guy S. Annoying, but not me.
Finger guns all around, just finger guns.
And he's representing I guess Ty, if you want to talk about the defendant.
Brevin the third. He is still wearing the same. He's got the slicked back like platinum blonde hair. He is wearing, I think I said, a very bright suit. He's got a small, very, very expensive looking Shiba Inu in a backpack that he's rollerblading into his seat on.
The witness stand.
The bailiff just goes, "Oh, kawaii." With that, he is on trial for the murder Pedro died, right? Yeah, of Pedro two-knife frisbee. They were seemingly sacrificially murdered, and we are going to get to the bottom of it. Now, presenting the Honorable, if you will all stand for the Honorable Judge Schmuckman. And the judge comes out, and it's not playing any music. It's just like a guy coughing on the radio. And it's just that over and over again as he gets up to the stand, and he's very old and ancient.
It gets progressively more like, oh, is he caught? Oh, he's not. Is he caught? Is he coughing? Is that a? Do you need it? Is it a organ? You're coughing up an organ. What is going on? And then it's just like,
is that blood? You should get that checked out. Oh shit! And then you hear somebody fall over, and a bunch of people get up, but it's just all in the recording. It's not actually happening.
And you hear like, wee, wee, wee. It's just like sirens come and take him away.
Somebody ought to get that. I am the Honorable Judge Smuckman. If you'd all like to sit down. Sit the fuck down. Okay. Hey, the guy with the sign that says Gaius annoyed, but not me. I will kill you. Sits down. All right. With that, let's go over what happened before our recess. I will show us the evidence table. Let's get that going. Oh, shit. Okay, hang on. Bugs, get the isopod out of here. Get out of here. Okay, hang on. Sorry, I know this is very unprofessional. Anyway, there's our evidence table. If the defense or the prosecution would like to, or the stenographer, you would be the stenographer in this case, would like to regale us with what happened last time in the court proceedings, we shall continue from there.
Your Honor, the defense would love to. I'm not going to do this in character because my notes are absolutely wild. But pretend that guy is doing just JoJo level poses while regaling this information. So we interacted with a handful of witnesses. First up on the stage, Asterisk. Sorry, I made that name and forgot about it. Asterisk. Bartender at a bar that we did not name, which is a travesty. Aster knew Breben in high school. They were on the volleyball team together. The last time that they were with Breben was a couple of weeks ago. They were lying. They met last Friday, the same night as the time of death. There was a receipt for $8,000 spent at the bar, coincidentally lining up with a broken bottle of dragon rum at the scene of the crime, which was the favorite drink of...
Interjection! I believe it's Dagon rum.
Dagon rum, you are correct, thank you. We established that they did in fact talk on Friday, that the bill for $8,000 is in fact real, and that Breben had wanted extra booze for a party outside the bar, which was a manse, that is the murder location. That was Aster. Is there any, does the prosecution or the stand have any objections to the information that was shared?
No, I only want to point out that this is ample opportunity. It proves that the defendant was at the scene of the crime at about the time of the crime.
So it was the victim.
He crimed time and did rhyme.
Yeah, having the victim at the scene of the crime is normal.
Next on the stand was Tori DeForce. Tori, a secret agent man, frequented the diner where our two-knife frisbee worked. Always had a turkey and dill Havarti sandwich with chipotle mayo at 12:15 on Tuesdays.
Hold on a minute. Stop it. Sorry, continue. The isopods got in while we were away. We'll work on it.
They were called to the stand to talk about the journal with the entry 9 more days before my revenge, with the question of if the writing could have been written by a ghost. I have in my notes contacted by Pedro after the murder. So that's interesting.
That was, I believe, that Tori said that one of the reasons he was there was that he was contracted by Pedro after the murder, and that's why he's
got it. Okay. Then, brought into the play was the knife with fingerprints of Pedro's on them. Yes, that correct. It was seen. Tori saw that Penny Launders gave it to Pedro at 12:15 Tuesday before the murder. Tori had seen Pedro messaging or calling Launders fairly frequently. And overheard Pedro being excited about a catering opportunity from, as I wrote down, B3. There was also anecdotal information of Breben and Pedro meeting on the Occult and Oddities Forum about 2 months ago. The same place that our lovely Tori also frequented. They were both interested in the legend of the Bortle bee, which we learned was an insectoid entity known for granting favors.
You're gonna have to... Don't... I'm gonna hold you in contempt of court if you say that word one more time.
Granting favors to those who honor them with reverence. Both of them were interested in contacting these entities. The BB is very...
That's twice as bad!
That's worse.
You know, I
The
forgot.
The Bortle.
See, I didn't... The old Bortle, very fickle and likes to... I wrote a word that's not even a word.
What?
Likes to something on people keep them from owing any favors.
This is a fucking PG-13 courtroom, and I suggest you keep it that way, guy.
Well, it looks like it says HWM, like HWM, and I know that's not true.
Ugh. Kids these days, they're weird slang. Well, does that bring us to the present?
I think so.
I believe so.
Okay, what a veritable web of evidence. But we all know what gets caught in a web.
I know,
lies.
but I will be held
Lies
to
and
court
their
if I say.
sticky lies get caught in the web. Stenographer, did you get that? Put it in bold, italic? Thank you.
Got it.
Other things get caught in webs too. Other fly-like things.
I will hold you in contempt of court.
with a stinger and stripes.
Sit down, Darnell. Get the gun, bailiff. Get the gun.
Things most found in courtrooms. Just guns everywhere.
We got them lying around. They're around here somewhere. Anyway, with that, who was the last one to go then? Was it the defense or the prosecution?
We are now on the third witness. After the recess is the third witness, as chosen by the judge, who decides whether the prosecution or defense begins questioning first.
Oh, okay.
I refreshed on the witnesses in the chat.
Okay.
For everyone's convenience.
I think we could use a little levity in this courtroom, a little bit of entertainment. I would like to call to the stand, can you do the clown?
Not Penny Launders, who dresses like a clown, whose style is clown,
It's
right?
a completely different thing.
Okay.
It's a
Excellent.
completely different thing. She's an accountant who clowns around. This one's a clown that knows accounting. get the
No.
difference.
This
No.
this is a client who knows grammar.
Yeah.
Grammar is kind of like the accounting of words.
Objection.
Can
No.
I fill somebody's clock for that, or because it's an analogy?
Yeah, sure. Okay, I feel someone's.
I'm gonna fill the defense's clock for that.
Aw, Judge, you're too kind.
Is that yours and the other one, or?
I think so, which actually fills mine completely.
Let me double check that's true.
Anyway,
No, of yours or another. So you have to choose.
I'm doing the defense then.
Okay.
I'm going to die today. I don't know if you all know that, but it's
I don't
my
think
time
you'll
is
die
here.
today. I don't think
I'm
you'll die today,
902 years old. Nobody
another-
lives to 903.
You've got
We all know
another.
this.
Listen, you've got another 6 months left in you.
Probably, maybe 2 at tops. But I'm gonna give it to the defense, because I don't know, Guy, you're something else, you know? Anyway, I get to
agree.
decide who gets to. I get to decide who gets to interview Miss Canny Do.
Yes.
What does Canny Do know? Well,
That's
How
the
about-
that's the point. We got to figure that out.
I guess. Wow, I didn't know this job would be so hard. I'm so glad you both agreed to let me roleplay as one of you today. I always wanted to try it. We'll say the defense, because I just gave you the thing. Why not? Just go ahead, Candy.
Okay. You see Canny walk up to the defendant's or to the witness stand. Kenny
The
Do,
judge goes, yeah.
Kenny Do is fairly tall, has like very curly hair with kind of like leaves sticking out of it and some sticks, wearing very bright colors, kind of a long open sweater, and colorful glasses with one pink lens and one orange.
Oh, a crunchy one then. We've got a crunchy,
Her style is excessively organic.
which is very funny. That's just the descriptor of excessively anything. Mwah.
I love how straight edge this clown is with their expertise in grammar and are being excessively organic. Oh, yeah, I should have read the key.
Well,
Yeah,
that's fine.
this is fine. Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah. Miss Canny Do.
Like, what's up?
Can you state your occupation and relationship to the
Face.
defense?
Also, before you begin, can you make me a wiener dog out of a balloon?
I can make you a carrot, because we do not abuse animals here.
It's fair.
And she blows an orange balloon and just ties it and gives it to you.
She's like, okay. I feel a little happier now. Continue.
My name is Canny Do. I am a clown. I'm a professional entertainer. I am the cousin of Brevin III. Our parents, our fathers are brothers. And I decided to go off on my own and not inherit the family money and make my own way in this world, you know?
A respectable choice. Where were you, Miss Do, on the night in question, which I believe was probably a Friday or whenever?
I think we said it was a Friday, yeah.
Yep, last Friday they met the same night as the time of death. Perfect. I wrote notes and I remember them. Where were
Thank
you?
God,
at
or
the
else
time
we
of-
wouldn't have a court case in this. We would just be, I don't know what we'd be doing.
I was at my lovely cousin's bash. He was throwing a bash at a manse, and I was there to help bring up the vibes.
So you admit that you were at the scene of the crime the night of the murder?
I didn't see no crime. I just saw happy, smiling faces as I made a balloon cauliflower. I educated the youth on sustainable energy. And I had some organic vodka. Or rum, sorry, rum.
Ugh, you're so fun. I was really hoping for a bit more out of this, but I can't help but be disappointed. I'll probably jail you after you're done, but continue.
What?
Don't worry about it. Worry about it a lot, though.
This is an above table question because I have to remember what we have. So I think I wrote down the evidence pieces that I have. Because we both picked
Yes.
4, right?
Yes. You.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So I only have the one. I think I only have one left that I haven't presented.
If you each have 4, it should have been you used 2 on the first witness, and then James used 2 on the first witness, and then you used 2 on the second witness. It should be 2 pieces of evidence per witness, so you should have 2 left, and James should have 2
you're
left.
right. Okay. Yes. All right. Excellent. Sorry about that, missed you. I was going over my notes. One of the more interesting pieces of evidence that was found at the scene of the crime was a exhibit. This one, because I don't want to say
2.
the letter 2. And it pans over, and it's this shining, sparkling, shimmering, splendid Bobby Flay knife. But it's like if it was packaged in like an action figure. So it's in that plastic that's just will absolutely slice off every finger that you have when you try to open it. But there's like a signature underneath it, like underneath the plastic. So it looks like it's like an action figure thing. This knife, which was found in the possession of the victim, I gotta remember how to play this game, y'all. There's not really any. I just have to remember that I can just kind of do whatever.
Do the moves and vibe is the gameplay.
Do the moves and vibes. Excellent.
Well, you get more prepared. We'll have Kenny make us can you make me a sausage out of a balloon?
I can make you a vegan sausage out of a balloon.
Okay. Does it at least have a hot dog bun?
I can do a gluten-free one, yes. And she blows like 2 light brown balloons and then like 1 darker brown balloon, and then just like tapes them together with regular tape and hands them to you.
Incredible. Thank you for vamping, Your Honor.
No problem, guy. You know, I keep looking out for you.
Ms. Dew, we, the defense, have done a small amount of digging and have uncovered that this was a gift, not by the defense here, but by yourself. And I want to would like to bring something up my sleeve, which is presenting a new exhibit, which is proof of purchase from Candy Dew's last credit card statement.
Okay.
It's on page 49, something up my sleeve.
Yeah. Something up my sleeve. Fill 1 section of everyone's clock. Okay, is the surprise witness whatever? How'd you get this? What flaw does it present? So I think you have to answer those questions first.
Yeah, so it is a surprise exhibit of a proof of purchase. It's actually, well, it's Candy Dew's credit card statement from the last month.
Okay.
Which I'm writing down so I don't forget. On which is a confirmed payment from the Bobby Flay magical store of souvenirs and elsewheres. How did you get the surprise? I asked the police for it. And they were like, probably not. And I said, but what if you do anyway? And
what if I gave
them...
you a sausage that was made out of a balloon?
No, I think that this one was unlike one of my last pieces of something. This one was by legitimate means, plausible whatevers. What flaw does the surprise present? Bigger, more important the surprise is, the bigger the flaw it should have. Having the credit card statement shows that not only did she purchase it, the time in which she purchased it was very close to when the murder was, so like within a week, plausible time for it to be delivered and such. But I think also on the statement, that's like kind of partially under Guy's thumb, on intentionally or not, who's to say? There is a little note from the either a handwritten, I think there's like a handwritten post-it note on it from the police department, of a comment that the credit card was reported stolen a month and a half ago.
Okay. I'm gonna use so fill up. Did you do the clocks for everyone, Dave?
I filled everyone's clock. I already did it. But
okay.
I did fill mine completely. So what do I get to do with that?
So you have to.
Did you give the prosecution another one? Because I think the prosecution's was full.
Yeah, it was. I gave them another one.
Yeah, so
they had one
overlapping.
orange and now they have 2 orange. Yeah.
I think that one orange was me filling it in the first time before we switched to blue.
Isn't that what? Isn't that what we have a
I'll
second...
switch it over there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is my first new slice.
Listen, I just work here, okay?
So Dave, each player with a filled. Oh wait, no, this is not it. This is not it.
Oh.
Where is make your cryptic box? Okay, they get to reveal a truth about the case. If it's something another character would reveal, such as a current witness having seen something major, 2 players should discuss it. So you get to just reveal a truth right now.
Reveal a truth about the case.
Whatever you want. The world is your oyster.
Well, let's continue going, and I'll think about something.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to use actually. So I bought that knife because I was going to give it as a gift to Pedro, 2 knives. Because I was hoping to convince him that we could go into business together. He could kind of start catering a more vegan, organic menu. Stop killing the animals. Stop making beef Wellington. It's not good. Too much. And I was hoping this was like a peace treaty to kind of like bridge the gap, because I know he loves that Bobby Flay. He loves the guy. He loved the guy. And then fill up my clock one more time, Dave, by the way, for that. Please.
I did, yeah.
Thank you.
I was just looking, I was just thinking about things. I was just thinking about that escaped killer that was in the woods. The one that's, if I didn't know any better, I'd say he lurks around the same woods that man's is in. Huh. Look there. What do you think of that? It was the last court case. We never solved it.
I think they have it. The judge realizes this at the end of the trial. Oh yeah.
So the guy just runs around the woods and he stabs people over there. 2 knives.
So, Miss Ju, you, as you've stated, purchased this pricey knife in order to get Pedro to stop making meat-based product. Is this correct? Is that correct?
That's 100% it. Yeah.
Tell me, why would a knife be the gift of choice for someone when you are trying to get them to stop using so many knives? Seems like an odd gift.
How do you cut a carrot?
I'm sure you are more expertise than I am.
I use knives. Same thing. Mushrooms, also knives. Zucchini, knife. Onions.
I didn't know you can use knives on these things.
Onions, also knives. So I was hoping this knife could be a fresh start for Pedro. He's got 2 knives. He's gonna throw away a meat knife, and he's gonna get a veggie knife, like Mr. Flay would have wanted.
I object to that. Mr. Flay likes beef Wellingtons, and he would not have wanted that.
Sustained. Are you familiar, Mr. Dew, with Bobby Flay's signature food? It's usually burgers.
It's the kind that has so much nacho cheese in it, it just blasts your asshole from here to King. I'm thinking of Guy Fieri. I always think about Guy Fieri.
I honestly, I don't know a lot about Bobby Flay, but I know that Pedro loved him. So that was, I got him the knife as a gift, but I was hoping it could be a veggie gift.
Everyone knows those are different things. And you have to clarify before you give it to somebody.
Miss Dew, I have a note on this this statement as well that does say that your card was reported stolen a month and a half ago. Yet you yourself said that you purchased this knife. Tell me, was that a false report? Did you find your card? I'm sure that the prosecution would also love to know.
Objection. The prosecution doesn't want to know anything about that.
Fantastic. Humor me then.
Overruled. I almost couldn't get it out, but I got it out. Overruled.
Okay. Let me think about this.
I got you, Ty, in a verbal flummox. Haha! I made that as a flaw, and now I get to turn it into not that.
An unflaw.
Unflawed.
Let's see.
Channeling my Godot energy here.
Okay, let me think. Okay.
This is court. You're not allowed to do that.
Yeah, think.
Yeah, overruled.
No thinking aloud.
Objection.
I'm okay. All right, okay. Yeah, I thought my card was missing. I had missed it for a couple days, but then it turns out it was just in my other bigger, baggier clown skirt. And so then it was a mistake. So I put it in, told him I got the card, and then everything's been fine since.
That's completely fair. Have you seen what clowns can pull out of their pants? I saw one pull a whole 747 out of their pants.
It was between one of those really long ribbons and a plush rabbit.
Yeah.
I don't use real rabbits.
Or real 747s. The door on that one broke off mid-flight. That was crazy.
Oh, so in my head, when I heard 747, I thought that was a gun.
AK-47, maybe?
Not an aeroplane. Now it is much bigger.
I don't understand. Why can't it be both? There's
Your
more
Honor,
than
you have
two numbers in the world.
However, who does not have a point or a leg to stand on is Miss Dew, as I got this report from the police themselves a reputable place, of course.
Um.
Just earlier this week. Which means that if you found your card and reported it back as not stolen, why is it that the police report is still reporting it as stolen or lost?
Objection. Irrelevant. It's not one of the objections I can make, but I'd like to know where the defense is going with the questioning of the witness about whether or not they bought a knife.
Overruled. Overruled. I want to let him go.
I can answer that question from the prosecution. It is because I don't believe that you did find your card. I believe someone else did purchase it.
Okay, okay, let's do things in order. So what I did was bald-faced lie, so film my clock and then film Maria's clock again.
You lied to me?
I lie, it's my ability, I can lie.
Man, I wish I had that ability.
Okay, hang on. I gotta. What part of that was the lie? Because I then just went off on a. About telling them that
the card
about,
was
yeah.
that I found the card and it was fine.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Let's.
Fantastic.
Okay. Give me a second to figure out where we're at. So the card was stolen. She never got it back.
Mm-hmm.
The card was used to buy the knife afterward.
Yes. So the knife was. Yeah, the knife was purchased a week ago.
Okay.
But the card was reported stolen a month and a half ago.
Okay. So she.
It's going to jail.
Okay.
Clown jail. It's like a car that's too big.
So that has not been. It has not been solved. The car, I don't think I can probably. The card has not been found. Correct.
I don't.
That would probably be a big leap.
So. Yeah, I don't think it has technically been found, unless she's super lying and the super duper lying. There's a chance that in meta knowledge.
Yes.
I think there's a chance that she knows where it is and knows maybe it's not lost.
Yeah, okay.
Let's squandered off somewhere, given to someone else because of.
I'll let you two kids play for a little bit. I'm gonna go get some popcorn and beer. I'll be right back.
This is Guy just hanging out next to the stenographer, being like, "I don't know what do you think?"
The bailiff's you can't. No, keep going. It'll be fine.
Okay, she starts crying.
Oh, this is Dave leaving and going to go get snacks. Oh, I see. Well, this is going to make what I'm going to do later a lot more interesting.
She starts crying and says, I didn't buy it. It wasn't me, but I don't, oh, gosh, I shouldn't say, it's fine. I didn't buy the knife. I didn't think the story would work. Someone else bought the knife.
This brings me to the next question. Who are you trying to protect?
And as she continues to cry, we see her look at Breben III. And I'm using my move Outburst. Incriminate someone other than the suspect. It's someone other than the suspect. I'm sorry. Can't be Breben III. She doesn't look at Breben.
Okay, listen. So James and I were talking.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I just messaged Ty.
Oh, okay.
Great. Read that.
Okay.
This is important now.
Let me take a quick look.
To anybody who's watching, this is and for Dave in the future, we're plotting. We're planning something, so Dave's the only one who doesn't know. I just want everybody to...
But how?
But that doesn't...
We'll find out.
That's our job now, to figure it out.
She doesn't have any connection to him.
Not yet, but maybe one of us will...
Hold on!
Yeah.
I know, I do have it. I do have a connection.
Yes!
She's
You see plausible reasonings.
Yeah. She as she cries, She says, the last time I saw my card, it was when I went to go do my daily or my weekly shopping. I go every week on Sundays to the Schmuck Farms, and I buy my groceries there that were all organic. And I remember paying, and then I got home and my card was gone. I don't know.
I think that the record, like the credit card statement, doesn't go back quite that far. Like it says, I think it only goes back like a month, so there's half a month where it's not. I don't have any record for it. So.
What did I miss, kids?
Nothing. We were just questioning.
Just trying to put some puzzle pieces into place, Your Honor. And like squints and looks at the judge, and then looks at Seth, and like raises an eyebrow.
Squint back, look at the judge, look at the witness, look back at you, squint some more, and nod.
I look at the bailiff. The bailiff starts crying a little bit.
Fill in one section of. I'll fill in one of the defenses with my outburst.
Yay! Thank you. Okay. No further questions for this witness. Probably.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's my
no.
turn to shine.
No, it's yeah. This
Okay, with that, I will give the prosecution. I'll give the prosecution some time to cross-examine the witness. Go for it, little buddy. I'm starting to believe in you, Marinero.
Thank you, Judge. That means a lot.
Don't let it go straight to your head.
Oh, all right.
Oh, he's gone mad with power, greed. I hate to see it. Anyway, continue.
Well, I don't know how to respond to that, Your Honor, but what was your name? Kenny Do. There we go. And I get 2 questions, basically. Is that what I remember?
No, you can ask as many questions as you want. It's just about those two like pieces of evidence, I think.
Okay.
Like 2 lines of questioning, not 2 exact questions.
Got it.
That is true. You could lean really hard into that last line of questioning.
So, to recap, you lost your card about a month ago.
Yeah.
And at that point, this knife, which I can only imagine was pretty expensive, was purchased and delivered to you or delivered to the victim?
I never had the knife.
Interesting. Why pretend?
I just want everyone to be happy and everyone have a good time. It's in my nature. It's my job. I want everyone to just be cool and vibe. So I thought maybe there was a story about me giving the nice Bobby Flay knife to the poor deceased Pedro 2 knives. I thought people would be happy. I thought he could rest easy.
Weren't you worried that this would ruin his nickname?
Well, no, I thought he'd get rid of one of the other knives and just kind of replace it.
Are you saying you're in this courtroom for the wrong reasons? You're supposed to be here either to find love or the truth, not to social media clout.
Well, no, it's not for me. It's for the deceased.
What's he gotta be famous for? He's fucking dead.
I don't want him to be famous. I want him to be happy. I want his memory to be good, man.
The memory can't be happy. Overruled.
Happy memories aren't real.
There's nothing happy about memories.
But regardless of the knife, you did see the victim at the party. We've established this, yes?
Yes, that was true.
Do you remember what he was wearing?
I think he was wearing an apron, and I think under that apron he was wearing a t-shirt of some sort. No, it was never worn. No, he didn't. Right, the t-shirt was never worn. That's correct.
Correct.
No, he was
One
wearing...
of them was. So there's actually 2 different t-shirts.
There's 2 t-shirts and 2 knives?
Yep.
What was the other t-shirt?
I think I have both of them.
You could make them
Go
the same
on, you'll
piece of
find out
evidence.
soon.
There are these 2, though.
Wait, what did they say? Mustard stain on defendants.
Oh, there's mustard on the defendant's clothes.
Okay, yeah,
and
all right.
then there's an I
Yeah.
summoned Bortleby, and all I got was this lousy t-shirt. Never
Unworn.
worn.
Okay, it really looked like he was working. He had his apron on, his schmuck, and he was wearing a nice button-up, but it was just filthy with mustard, and just filthy with it.
It's interesting, because we have it on good authority that the defendant hated, or I'm sorry, whoops, these are the defendant's clothes.
They are, not the victim's
Wow.
clothes.
He does get tricky.
It is interesting. What you are describing happens to be what the defendant was found wearing.
Let's go with it, I guess.
Let's go!
And you're saying that the victim was in a very similar, perhaps identical outfit?
It was wearing. He was cooking up a storm. I don't know about the mustard, but it was filthy with it. Filthy with mustard.
How interesting. Your Honor, I would like to submit the defendant's clothes stained with mustard into evidence.
Oh, hold on. There it is.
Perfect. Thank you, Your Honor.
Now all the world knows you're here, evidence.
All right. So, we have a very interesting situation because the line between the defendant and the victim has been blurred somewhat. If the defendant had the victim's clothes, how was, God, not these things again.
I hate them so much.
I'm sorry. What you... Okay. I would be a terrible lawyer. Anyway.
Well, thank God that this is not real. This is not real life.
Yeah,
Is
it's only
this
a man
fantasy?
being dead and somebody else potentially going to jail.
We
over it.
have no actual anything. We are
That's
literally
all very
making it
real.
up.
Those 2 things are very real.
When did you arrive at the party?
I arrived at 10:30. I didn't want to be there first as it began, but I wanted to, not before everything got too crazy, where people could still be entertained by clownery before they were just too wasted.
Right. And you met the victim at the party? I believe you said early.
Yeah.
Do you remember about what time? Was it when you arrived or was it much later?
It was probably short, probably maybe like half an hour after I arrived, so like maybe 11.
At which point his clothes were already stained with mustard.
They were, because he was probably cooking up a storm. So yeah, it was probably after the hors d'oeuvres.
See. And did you at any point meet Breben the third at the party?
I did. I saw Brevin. And we talked a little bit. Yeah, he's my cousin. I gotta say hi.
Of course. No further questions, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. Well, Kenny, before you exit the witness stand,
Yeah.
could you make me a balloon of the Chinese zodiac of the dragon?
Yeah, of course. Absolutely.
But
Easy.
vegan.
Well,
You
it's,
gotta
yeah.
make it vegan.
She makes
It's growing on me.
She makes like a green balloon and then like it does a double-sided tape to make it a little squiggly, and then like with a Sharpie draws a little like smiley face on there.
Oh my god. You can go free. I know I said I was gonna kill you after you were off the stand, but you get out of here, you scamp.
Yeah, I appreciate it. She skips down out of the courtroom.
Bailiff, yes, Your Honor. Shoot her before she leaves the building.
Shoot her in the back.
I just keep thinking about that killer we never found inside the vents. I wonder what he's up to. This.
So that was the end of the third witness. Now it is an optional surprise witness if you guys want.
Your Honor, I would like to call one more witness to the stand.
Let me
I
just
think
lick
it
all
is
the
someone-
Dorito dust off my fingers. Hold on.
You have plenty of time to do that, Your Honor, as I would like to call the Honorable Judge Shuckman to the stand.
What the fuck? What the fuck? That's me. Or my twin brother. We have the same name. Which one do you actually want?
Guy jumps up and onto the defense stand, and there's this just like buildup of energy as they wind their finger back and point directly at the judge and say, "You, Honorable Judge Shuckman, I would like to
Schmuckman.
call you to the witness stand."
Okay. He like walks 3 steps to the left. All right. Here I am. You're never gonna get me. You're never gonna get me. I should probably have had people swear in on something. I didn't even think
That
everybody
hops
could just
down.
be lying.
And pulls out a remote control and pushes a button, and a projector screen kind of just comes into view from the ceiling and
You
says,
know I hate technology.
"While you were out, we had the witness recount a piece of information." We'll hit play, and it plays a recording of the last witness who claimed that her credit card, which had remained lost, was last seen at the Schmuckman farm after she had purchased a large amount of organic groceries from your establishment. When you rewatch it, Dave, you'll see exactly what we're talking about. Hits pause, and the lights come back on.
How did you make the
Honor.
room bright again?
One could say technology, some might say demonic pact, who knows? But, Your Honor,
Huh.
I would like to ask for your whereabouts on the night of last Friday.
Okay, well, last Friday, let's see. Just as I guess a meta thing, when did everything happen again? Like the
The
exact
murder
times?
was last Friday.
Last Friday.
Last Friday at a specific time,
Last
though?
Friday
I don't,
night.
think, I don't think we gave a specific time, did we?
It was
didn't-
after
no, I don't think-
10:30 because that is
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
Canny Dew arrived at the party and she later met up with the victim.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
so
last
so
Friday-
probably, like, I would, because it's great. Technically, we could say it was midnight, which gives it in that nebulous like Friday to
the
Saturday.
witching hour.
Yeah.
Well, last Friday, let's see. I found a credit card on my farm, and I do what I do whenever I meet any credit card on my farm, is I say hello to it, and then I ask it if I could use it to buy Bobby Flay paraphernalia. But I ship it usually to the address of where I think the person who had the card is going to go that night.
Interesting. So you, Your Honor, are admitting to finding the credit card of our previous witness, Canny Dew, using it to purchase this paraphernalia, and shipping it to the victim. Is this correct?
Correct, but that's not the crime that's on That is a crime, yes, but it's not this crime, so...
That is correct. However, Your Honor, it does in fact intertwine you into this investigation far bigger than any of the previous witnesses that we have encountered thus far. Your Honor, if you... Okay, hang on. Above table. The card went missing a month and a half ago. The knife was purchased a week ago. I just want to... Are you corroborating this in character? That you were the one who found this card and did purchase the knife to...
I found a card and bought a Bobby Flay knife and sent it to that man. What day did I do?
Okay.
I said Friday. It happened on... Well, no, I said I did it on Friday. What is that about?
You sure did. You sure did. You sure did. This sure is getting into a weird, fucky-wucky place of you're both a witness and also the judge. Wait. Does this mean that then Ty can become the like they have to bring in like a cardboard cutout judge, and now Ty is
No,
the
I
judge
am also
before
still
this
the
meeting?
judge. This is how the laws corrupt.
Overruled.
Overruled.
I like that better.
Okay, great. Okay. Okay. I would like to say, okay. Your Honor, you've claimed that you were busy canoodling with someone else's credit card this last Friday night, purchasing this, that, or the other thing, Bobby Flay knives, or otherwise. However, if you will take a look at exhibit the next one, and we'll push the projector button again, and it shows a vertically captured video, such as a TikTok and or Instagram story, of a bumpin' manse party. There's just booze, there is tasty finger foods, and there's the person who is filming, you see their face for like 2 seconds, but it's just like a blur because they're just moving it a lot. But for about 2-3 frames, there is an image of what arguably could be the judge on his phone in the corner of the room, presumably, possibly purchasing something illicitly online. I would like to bring up another piece of evidence, please, which is this video. This was not taken in any sort of scrupulous way. This was posted online on the internet for all to see. However, the flaw is it's very bad quality, as in it's moving around a lot. There's a lot of kind of like very crunchy, the music is too loud, and so it has that effect that phones sometimes do, where it's just like kind of noises. And there is only like 1 or 2 frames of, you know, the potential judge-looking judge, but it is enough to have a doubt. Very bad TikTok of judge up party sideways. Correct. Also, everybody gets another clock.
Ooh, nice.
Doodad. Which I think gives me a full clock doodad.
Ooh,
it do.
What truth what truth you got, baby?
And this can be about anything, right?
Yeah.
Great. Guy, in this moment, bends back so far that you think they're gonna bend in half, and then shoots straight back up, pointing towards the judge. Your Honor, I don't think you are who you say you are.
You're right. I am my twin brother that I mentioned as a joke 3 minutes ago.
I believe you are correct. However, I believe that twin brother is in fact the murderer from the last case that was never solved.
Is that why in his TikTok you just see the manse from the woods and it's just him breathing?
Objection! Anyone knows that's not breathing. That's far more like a buzzing.
Are you suggesting my twin brother is made out of
No, Your Honor. What I'm suggesting is that you are your twin brother, and you are the one that has caused and been the root of this entire murder, even related to the last murder that happened near the exact same manse.
A week before.
I don't believe we ever established the time of the murder last time.
So I'm my own twin brother. That takes a lot off of me.
This, for everyone here, this is so... Dave has to really take this in. Dave's never been a twin before and never been a twin before.
Before.
He's really got to think this through.
I have a brother, and that brother is me, is what you are saying. I'm my own twin brother. Is that what you're saying?
And that you are made of one or more bees, and
maybe bortled bees.
Perhaps bortled, but
have killed at least 2 people. Yes, that is the
correct.
indication.
Your Honor, to make a long story short, I am accusing you of the murder of not only Pedro Two Knife Frisbee, but also the murder of the unsolved murder from last time, both of which seem to be sacrificial in nature, and potentially could be to this Bortle entity.
Your Honor, I would like to submit a surprise exhibit.
As Seth just joins, standing juxtaposed and next to Guy.
I have a lot to process right now. You can just get off my... You got a lot of balls, Guy, coming in here and accusing the judge.
And shirts, as I throw down another shirt on the exhibit.
Oh shit, my favorite t-shirt. I mean...
Your Honor, this is a
shirt?
shirt, as I hold it up. It is a black shirt that says, I summoned Bortleby and all I got was this lousy t-shirt. This shirt is size 3 10/8, a size that no one in their right mind would ever order. Your Honor, what size shirt do you wear?
Why, if you had to ask. And I've sworn in on my copy of the Necronomicon. So I cannot tell a lie.
I have it on the bailiff's own good word. And the time you lent me your farming shirt, because we're farming neighbors and that fact doesn't come up often enough.
No, it doesn't.
That the shirts you wear do not follow a standard sizing. They follow
A weird fraction,
strange
yes.
Sizing.
A 3 and whatever you said,
3
exactly.
10/8, which doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't even make sense, and neither does my weird body. But objection!
Overruled!
How can you say someone as young as me is not hip enough to be at a party like that?
Objection! Your Honor, you yourself have claimed to be 92. As someone of your kind cannot live to 93. I have it on good authority, ladies and gentlemen and others of the court, that a certain mythical creature does have a very specific shelf life, and I would like to
It is a good thing that they forgot that I said I was 902.
902. Listen, 902.
Oh no, I shouldn't have corrected them. Oh shit. Well, it's looking pretty bad for the Honorable Judge Schmuckman.
Yeah, you know what I love about this? We've literally just thrown out... There's no rules anymore.
Well, but there are still, so I do want to do the rest of the game. There is still closing statements, and there is a wrap-up thing afterward that we'll have to do.
Okay,
that
fantastic.
does change things a little bit.
Excellent. Let's move to that then, because I feel like that this is... Maybe.
But first, I would like to note 2 things. 1, that the Honorable Judge Schmuckman knew somehow that Canny Dew would be at this party. By his own
admission.
testimony, sent the knife where he thought the card owner would be next.
Objection! That's a misunderstanding of what I said. I said I found a card and sent it to someone that I think was there. That someone was my twin brother. It was his card. I never said it was Canny Dew's card. I said it was somebody's card. That I didn't read them. But I did know my twin brother was at the party. It was me. It was my card.
So you sent yourself a knife which very suspiciously...
Someone died, yeah.
Okay, so for these closing statements, prosecution and defense give their closing statements summarizing the case and insisting on a specific verdict from the jury. Then we will do the ending. So each of you give your closing statement.
Oh, hold on, I gotta hang on. Okay. Will the prosecution... No, the defense... Will you... So we're doing closing statements, bailiff?
Yes.
Okay, the defense, please state your closing statement.
Gentlefolk of the jury, we have gone through hell and back today. Something I'm familiar with, but let it be known that while, yes, there were some rather strange and shady individuals who have been involved in this strange and shady business, no one, save for our final witness, seems to have any real motive to commit such a strange and heinous crime. Not once, but twice. Sits down and there's just like a puff of confetti.
Oh, I was waiting for that to go off. We set it up like 2 months ago and it hasn't gone off. Will the prosecution state their closing statement?
Gentlefolk of the jury, it is the prosecution's duty to present to you a reasonable opportunity, means, and motive so that you can, beyond the shadow of a doubt, find a conviction. We started today looking at Breben III, who did, in fact, have the opportunity. We've proven his presence at the party. We've also proven a potential motive. Breben, as well as many others here, all seem to be involved in the cult of the Bortle Bee. A mysterious creature.
I'm gonna kill you. I have been saying that all day, haven't I?
No.
Good.
For its ability to grant power, but has a bit of a vindictive streak. I looked into this vindictive streak of the Bortle Bee, and what I found was most interesting is that it tends to put a curse that makes it very difficult for the victim or the summoner to describe how or where it got the power. But returning to the case of Breben III, we always lacked a reasonable means. Breben, and the victim seemed, by all accounts, to be impartial. They had no connection other than a potential interest in the Bortle Bee. But it's the clothes that really stood out to me. How could Pedro Two Knives Frisbee, who hates mustard, have his clothes completely stained with mustard for most of the party?
Yeah!
And how could those clothes end up later on Breben III?
Were they
The answer, I believe, is shapeshifting. Pedro Two Knives Frisbee.
Hold on.
No. Objection to the judge. Let him cook.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Yep, okay, cook, chef.
Pedro Two Knives Frisbee had been dead for a while, murdered in a ritual to summon the Bortle Bee. His clothes ending up on Breben, in fact, never ended up on Breben. they ended up on the one who had gained so recently newfound power. In fact, only one person in this court that we've seen had means, opportunity, and motive. The Honorable Judge Schmuckman, by his own confession, was present at the party, mailed himself a murder weapon, and has the curious inability to acknowledge the existence of the Bortle Bee.
I'm gonna hold you in contempt. Can I hold him in contempt of court?
Not during closing statements.
Better arrest me
We
when
got
there's no
his. This is
prosecution.
where we got him.
But what about the motive? Why, other than incredible power and shape-shifting abilities, why kill poor Pedro in a horrible ritual? Well, jury, it pains me to say this, but I own a farm next to the Honorable Judge Schmuckman, who for a long time has coveted my land, and after a series of bad crops and bad cases, happens to know for a fact that this was my last possible case. A failure here, and I was done for. I would have to sell the farm, which I'm sure would have no trouble in finding a buyer.
The lore that just gets brought up in the closing statement is so good.
Furthermore, the judge has also long had and has shown to you all a profound interest in the mysterious, the violent,
And your luscious pumpkins.
and
Lest
my
we forget.
pumpkins. Several times, you'll recall before recess, the judge...
I maybe. Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
The judge mentioned a relative's podcast, something that he was desperate to provide entertaining and amusing cases for. We know the murderer could not have been Breben. We know that Pedro Two Knives Frisbee was killed at a party where a lot of occult goings-on were happening, and we know that something supernatural was going on. Make of that what you will. And I will sit down.
The guy just stands up and starts cheering and hooting and hollering.
The
at
judge also
Seth.
starts clapping
Starts,
and
like-
has a tear in their eye.
Yeah.
Okay, now it is time for the final phase of play, Epiphanies and the Verdict. Let me change our tunes as we go into this last. I gotta find something good for the last. Cool vibes, hell yeah.
Oh my god.
Bruce
Oh
Fate-
god, I have flashbacks
I
of
know.
this particular specific song.
I love this
I
song.
love it.
During this phase, we'll discuss the case and take some time not only to wind down, but to reflect on the story up to this point.
Oh,
This
jeez.
phase involves a mix of in and out of character play, with the outcome of the case being determined by how many epiphany clocks were filled. Epiphany clocks. First, let's check everyone's epiphany clocks and see if they're completely filled.
We got
We got
one
at
each.
least one. Yeah,
Okay.
everybody got at least one.
Each player with a filled epiphany clock carries a final truth about the outcome of the case. This shouldn't be whether or not someone is found guilty, but instead be about things only touched on or unconfirmed up to this point. Bring attention to threads and connections to take something that might be subtext and turn it into text. For example, Madame Griswold had her hands in all sorts of pies, manipulating the Hertz family for revenge and profit. So it's not like you're not solving it here, but it's everyone gets one chance to say something that is true. So, want to start with the judge? Or who wants to
No.
go first?
I rose my hand first. My hand is up,
I did nothing.
sir.
I don't know why you yelled at me. I don't know why you're yelling at me.
No, I want to even more solidly connect the last case from, I think I said a week ago, but it was probably closer to like a month ago. That case was never solved because a body was never found, though someone was confirmed dead. And the correlation between the location, which was the woods outside of this exact same manse, and the murder that took place in this trial, there is enough connecting evidence and reports that the person who committed that first crime is the same person who committed this second crime?
Ooh, I got one.
Okay.
The journal that says 9 more days until I have my revenge is in unknown handwriting. That handwriting is not the judge's, but it is ancient in nature, as in they've like compared it to like things from like the 1900s, the 1800s, and it's like there's something weird going on there with how old this handwriting is, but nobody knows who wrote it originally.
What are the loose threads we have?
Seth Marinero, you
God.
got anything else?
Listen, this entire tapestry is barely holding together. I don't know what you're talking about.
The communal laptop search history was all porn that had nothing to do with the case. Nothing. It was nothing.
I want to touch on the pumpkin fucking.
What about that? Oh, you mean this character flaw?
I think that Seth is a renowned pumpkin farmer who grows the moistest, softest, largest pumpkins around. I think I am an excellent pumpkin farmer. Wait, what the heck was my character stuff? I had 2 character traits.
What the fuck relevant? Am I talking about?
I feel like I was really good at something farm related.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Okay,
We're really good at farm stuff.
I am going to say that, based on a character flaw, Tori DeForce only started investigating Guy, which I didn't know who came up with that. Someone came up with that. That's on his list.
Me. Yeah, no, it was a connection that I made between the two of us.
Yes.
Because of some information that I had.
So Tori started investigating Guy after Guy had failed the bar exam 6 times and suddenly became a hotshot lawyer. Out of nowhere.
Why did the Mythos mysteries just... Oh... I did think your story about me being my own twin and killing everyone at a party was a little far-fetched, if you ask me.
Okay, verdict.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Now it is time to determine the outcome and verdict of the case before moving on to the epilogues and ending of the game. Count the number of completed epiphany clocks. 4. It's all of them. Not only was a deep conspiracy behind everything revealed, but enough truth was uncovered to put the person truly behind it behind bars.
Oh.
The verdict itself and the following epilogues are shaped by the outcome determined by the number of epiphanies on the trial. Once you know what kind of outcome you got, as a group you discuss it and shape the ending of the trial around it. For example, if there's 3... so this is just us discussing... Oh, no, sorry. If there are 3 epiphany clocks filled during the case and someone who's directly involved, illustrate the ending of the trial with the outcome being woven into the final moments of court. The judge declares the verdict, and together the final moments of trial are narrated.
That last bit of truth that you put in there has made my brain explode in the best kind of way.
But the truth has to come out, right?
The truth does have to come out.
The truth doesn't. Conspiracy.
We have to. If that's the case, the
judge. It's got to be deep.
The judge goes, "Well, I guess they're just gonna have to cuff me." But wait a minute. Hold it. If you get to interview me, I get to interview you, Guy.
What do you mean?
I call you to the stand, you piece of shit.
Fine, Your Honor. And just does a cartwheel and lands just a handstand in the defendant's seat.
And now I'll have the
around.
only person I know on hand that can defend you or prosecute you or ask you questions. Somebody who's been looking into you for a long, long time. Can I call... what was her name? Terry.
His name.
Tori DeForce.
Tori DeForce. Can I call my niece Tory DeForce.
A guy. Tori is a guy and has been a guy.
then it's somebody who works. I want it to be my niece. I really want it to be my niece, but
Penny Launders hasn't come in yet.
Penny Schmuckman, my niece.
Penny Schmuckman Launders.
Launders, yeah.
Penny Launder Schmuckman. It's a hyphenated last name.
She's
not a clown.
But she has.
No, but she dresses
her style
like
is clown. Yes,
and she has a crush on me.
Yes. She like
you
just got out of my niece. How dare you?
She cartwheels in. She's got like, gosh, I already described an organic clown. How to describe a normal clown?
No. This is just the style. The clown is style.
Clown.
The style is clown. She's an accountant, but her style is clown.
Yeah, but like I'm assuming
she's an accountant with a podcast that has over 5 listeners.
She is wearing she's wearing a very nice button-up white shirt, but with like a very colorful tie with a multitude of colors and pants that match.
Yes.
And she walks. Hiya, Uncle.
Hey, Penny.
How's
your mother?
And then she walks, and then she stops at and looks at Guy. Oh, hi, Mr. Guy. How's things?
Oh, you know, a little of this, a little of that, and I'll just point towards the judge, and a lot of this, and points towards myself, and just winks at her.
Yeah, Uncle. Why am I here? I got lots of numbers to crunch.
I need you to cross-examine Guy Estenoyan for me. Because they're accusing me of murder. They're accusing your grandfather of murder.
Yeah, that's
grandfather. Uncle? Is it uncle? Some sort of uncle. You're
it's
my
not
niece.
Grandfather.
It's not your grandfather. I could be your grandfather.
Well, I don't know your family tree, I guess.
902, I'm sure you could be someone's grandfather.
As an accountant, I'm sure I'm well qualified to do a cross-examination.
You're an accountant with a murder mystery podcast that has over 5 listeners. God damn it, I believe in you. Get to the truth. Be in your own episode, Penny.
Penny's saunters over and like leans on the stand next to the
Guy
stand.
just puts their hand in their chins and their elbows on the stand right next to Penny.
Oh, she blushes and starts sweating. Oh my.
Go get him, Penny. I believe in you.
So, Mr. Guy, you say my uncle did a murder? Are you
Objection.
Okay.
Several murders.
Oh. Okay.
Overruled. This is my court case. Fuck off.
several murders. Did you? Did he do it? Why do you think he did it?
Penny, there's so much that happened today that you weren't here for, and it's going to take a really long time, and I don't remember 90% of it, to be perfectly honest.
That's okay, because Penny, like a good detective, was sitting in the ventilations listening to the court case illegally this whole time.
Oh, I mean, there's a public. I think the public's allowed to be here.
I thought that's how the internet works.
True.
I'm sorry, I thought that's how the internet
if you were
works.
here, Penny, then you definitely heard all of, not only the accusations of murder, the murderous intent coming from the judge's stand this entire time, which is a natural thing for folks who have done such before. There was, as the prosecution has pointed out, so eloquently, like, god damn, the stuff coming out of his mouth these days is just really great.
Yeah, I gotta hand it to him. This was just Seth.
Laid out just a beautiful platter of motive and means and time. It all lines up just perfectly, don't you think? Also, the fact that, have you ever questioned why your uncle is 902 years old?
It did seem weird, yeah. Yeah.
It's a weird age for an uncle, that's for sure.
Sure is strange, just like your shirt size, very strange number.
I forgot about that.
I mean, in all my true crime, podcasting, Uncle, you fit the profile. Like,
it's true.
Old weird white guy is kind of up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but isn't
really
that too obvious? For a guy to be his own twin brother, mail himself a knife and kill 2 people with it? Especially considering the knife didn't even arrive yet. I ordered it the day of the murder.
Objection. Circumstantial.
Overruled. It's my court. No, I'm just kidding.
Objection.
What do you got to say about that?
You have Amazon Prime.
I didn't pick
Overnight
same-day shipping. It's $2.99.
Objection. Everyone picks overnight shipping.
Where do you think we are? I know it's hard to hear, Penny, but there are certain things in the supernatural world that just can't be explained, and one of them is, unfortunately, your uncle.
So are we thinking my uncle is the Bortleby, or is he like, he worked with the Bortleby? Where's the Bortleby in all
Penny,
this?
you can't fucking say that word. Penny, you gotta fucking stop it right now.
I think Guy just starts like stretching their neck a little bit, starting to get a little uncomfortable. I'm sure there's no reason why he wouldn't be the Bortleby. I mean, they live a long time, certainly. And I don't have any moves to do anything, so this is just bullshit. Certainly, of course, it was the Bortleby that was the one that was summoned during this this event. And Guy just starts like sweating a little bit too much.
You stupid motherfucker, I have you right where I want you. You're forgetting one pivotal piece of evidence that was said before recess.
What are you talking about?
I don't believe in the supernatural.
Well, hold on, didn't we?
You seem to know a lot about the Bortleby. And I can say that word now because I was bluffing about it this whole time.
That's you.
Objection. Leading the witness.
Prove that I have anything to do with any of this. What are you talking about? You're talking nonsense.
Penny. Go ahead, Penny. Kill him with it. Fucking jump on him.
Penny pulls out like a nice rose and gives it to Guy.
Thank you.
What the fuck? Penny, no. It's your podcast.
Her character trait is loves the defense.
Wait, your character trait is you had a one-night stand with a victim.
That's the character. However, there's also one of the things that
That's my key. My key is I fucked the victim.
I told everybody about that.
Yeah.
In court right now. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I mean, yeah,
I have a reason. I have a reason for that. I have a meta reason for why she specifically has the hots for me right now.
Okay.
Oh, does it have something to do with you being a supernatural monster?
What? No.
Objection. Speculation.
What?
That's true. Sustained. I break my own rules, but then follow them to a T.
I think at this point, Guy smells the flower, and reaches forward and like touches Penny's face and says, "I knew you would be on my side." And then their hand changes into just like grows like really long talons and just punches into Penny's face.
My beautiful niece.
And Guy starts to like grow and change and morph into this gigantic demon. And as they do, they said, "Fine, this whole charade was just to buy time while the planets aligned." And as they grow and they grow, they start to grow these giant insectoid-like wings, and they don't turn red. They turn this like strange yellowish color.
Nobody said they were going to turn red. I don't know.
Well, in my head, I was thinking that. they grow these large insectoid wings, and then they sprout a couple of extra limbs, all of which are very two-taloned, and then their eyes start to grow and grow larger and larger, almost like they're turning into a strange large beast.
And this is where you completely screwed up. Because you see, the knife did arrive, and the gavel is a knife the whole time. And it's imbued. Do you know what it's imbued with? Your one weakness, Bartleby. The power of love. I just stab it in the I just cure and stab. I'm actually a professional demon hunter who doesn't believe in the supernatural. There's gotta be a scientific reason behind it. And I just go Stab City on you. Just go to Stab City right there. In the court of law.
Stabbing.
Okay, so we
brought him to justice.
I think
just like you said.
The jury stands up. The foreman of the jury says, "Yeah, well, we find Guy guilty of being a Bartleby, but Judge Schmuckman, you did a murder. We all did see it, so you got to be guilty too. I think at least."
No, we've been over this. This guy can shapeshift, and the knife didn't arrive. Remember, it's here now. Here, look.
Yeah, but you killed Guy. You did a bunch of stabbings.
I killed Guy.
Yeah.
Well, you were a murderer. Nobody cares.
Well, that's no.
Danger.
Well, you know what, Stan? We're just gonna have to have another case about that.
Winks the camera.
Oh, darling.
Okay, after the verdict has been declared, the actual trial adjourned, take turns strapping epilogues for your characters together. How does the outcome affect them? Are they determined to learn the truth, or did they give up? Did they continue their life of crime, or are they refocused on revenge?
I'll go last.
Judge Schmuckman goes to another court case, is sentenced to jail, summons a demon while in his cell, and it eats him instead of doing what he wants. And it's a bunch of bees. It's just a bunch of bees. And they all just... So it looks like just a bunch of bees killed him. He died as he lived. You know? That's why he's 902 years old.
Seth, do you have anything?
Yeah, the bees coalesce in the jail cell. And it's Seth Marinara covered in blood. And he pulls out from his shirt his journal, which he recovered from evidence, and said, right on schedule, day 9. Closes it, and then transforms back into a bunch of bees.
Goes back to his farm life. Now you have 2 farms. This is the normal life for most farmers, by the way. Is that demons and becoming a judge in their spare time? And
Okay, so for my epilogues instead, we see a hotel room, and we see a cork board with several pictures and red yarn taped, lined up. We see the article about Judge Schmuckman dying in his cell. We see the picture of Guy being stabbed by Judge Schmuckman in a court, and we see Tour de Force going I guess sometimes these things just work themselves out.
And then you see Taylor Swift, who is also a Mythos Mystery Society agent.
Yeah.
That's right. The shit takes itself out. Next up, Kanye West.
I think from that there's a panning shot of Tori and questionable Taylor Swift in front of this corkboard, and it pans up, and it's just a pan fade into a sewer system. You hear the dripping of the water, and it's dark, and then you don't see, but you hear a bit of laughter. It sounds a little bit like Guy, and then it changes a little bit into buzzing sound.
All bees all the way down.
And I believe that is the end of Justicar. Let me double check. Yeah, wrapping up.
Wow.
No. Whatever's running up in the game, take the time to go over the burning questions you came up with before the trial. Did we answer them?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I like to think we did.
What were they? Do you have the list somewhere?
Yeah, I have them. I do. Okay, so we had burning questions from the judge. Will this case be interesting enough that my niece can use it for her true crime podcast? The answer is yes. However, she's dead.
However, not anymore.
The stand.
Wait. Her little sister, who is also still technically my niece, picks up the mantle and continues the podcast.
Yeah, it super fits then. Who from our stand? Who on earth is selling these Bortleby t-shirts and what is their profit margin? Never answered.
But they've been selling them for a millennium.
Yeah, for a while. For the prosecution, does the defense like you back? They sure do. Always have, baby.
Buzz.
Buzz, baby.
And then
my
for
queen.
The defense, for the defense, are ghosts real and will they hurt me? Trick question. Ghosts aren't real. Demons are them.
Ghosts are real, but can only hurt demons. Nope, I don't know.
No. Ghosts are not real, but the
real.
demon inside you can hurt you.
Yeah, they could turn into a bunch of bees, and everybody hates that.
Yeah.
So we answered them all. Got them. Nice.
Yep.
Boom.
Yeah. The only thing
Court
we didn't
closed. Case closed.
Court's closed. The court is closed.
No
forever.
more court today. We're off for holiday, and we're all dead. Or demons.
All dead or demons. Yep.
Is that the end of the...
Yeah, that's it.
Did we do it right?
Did we do it right? No, we didn't do it, though.
Yeah, it's a typical Mythos Mystery Society game playing a GM list thing. With that, we could go ahead and introduce ourselves. I'm Dave. I played the Honorable Judge Schmuckman, also Demon Hunter, who's 902 years old. My favorite part was Ty's... Well, I had two favorite parts. One of them was being accused of the murder, completely going along with it, and then Ty changing everything, and then that still kind of working, weirdly, if you just remembered bad details we didn't think too much of when we said them.
Well, so like I wrote down when I made this lovely character that their key has made a few deals with demons in the past. I never said that they weren't a demon.
Whoops! What was my key? My key was my niece needs more stories for a true crime podcast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my expertise was farm crime.
Oh, my expertise was bubblegum and smoking.
Because you live in hell.
Because I live in hell.
Fair enough. And with that, I will toss it over to Maria. Wah.
Hello, I'm Maria. I was Gaius Annoying, aka the Bortleby. My favorite part about this is that James and I literally talked before we jumped on to do the second part, and James said, "Hey, so what if we just accuse the judge of being the murderer?" And then while you were gone, we said to Ty, "Hey, Ty." And then
that'll work out for you.
Turns out it was me the whole time.
Damn city.
So many twists and turns.
So many twists and turns. That was very silly, and I loved it. But my super favorite was James's closing statement. That was so good. So lovely. I was entranced. You made so many connections, and I'm like, damn, he's right though.
Really, I shouldn't have gotten away with it. It should have been Guile.
I just want to say, Maria, it was not long into the case where it's like, all right, I'm gonna have been the Bortleby all along, getting my revenge on the judge, and then you beat me to it.
Oh my god! But no, that's great. There's never. Listen, we never established there's only one Bortleby.
That's true.
Well,
bees live in hives.
I think. Is it time for my outro? Because that's relevant
Yes.
now.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
It is.
My name is James. I played Seth Marinero, aka a sentient magical swarm of worker bees sworn to the Bortleby Queen.
Oh, speaking of which, I should probably mention why I couldn't say bees, because James gave me this quirk, severely allergic to bees, so much so that even thinking about them makes me itchy. I made it so that I just kind of gave it a dry heave every single time. Yeah, wait, I could probably go over all these really quick. The other one that I got, I can't remember.
Well, don't go over it yet because Ty still hasn't done stuff.
Oh yeah, go.
Yeah.
Ty, I played The Stand, all the characters. My favorite moment, I did love the evidence of like 2 different knives and 2 different shirts, especially coming back after a break. I'm like, I don't know what's what. And that was good, and I just the objections were a lot of fun. Everyone using objections very well.
I think we did court correctly.
Yeah,
court the way it ought to be. But yeah, my quirks were the severely allergic to bees thing, severely lactose intolerant, and super concerned about my DoorDash lunch arriving, which I did more so in the previous session, but those were given to me by Maria, James, and Ty. I don't know, I can't remember if I cut that part from the YouTube edit, but like that's what those were and why I was acting funny.
I made you have the farts with cheese.
Yeah.
That was me.
Or more like coal.
With that, we are the Mythos Mystery Society, brought to you by Schmuckies.